No mustache?
Nope, that's just gone.
I know, we almost didn't recognize you before.
The season.
All right. How excited are you to make the debut, and has it sunken in yet that the day is finally here?
Super excited. Very blessed to be here. It is not sank in yet. I don't think it probably will until tomorrow.
What was the reaction when you found out, and how did you find out?
The manager pulled me into the office, and he was like, "Hey, you're gonna throw a touch and field today." I'm like, "I'm throwing Friday." Like tomorrow, as in, well, it would have been yesterday. He's like, "No, you're gonna throw a touch and field," and I was confused. I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because you're going to Cincinnati. You're starting Sunday." And I just kind of I held it together. Told them thank you, and then went and called my dad, called my mom, and broke down into tears. So it was super awesome.
What was your parents' reaction to the news?
The same as mine. We sat there and cried for some time together. Just everything we've been through this year, and they're my backbone. They've been through it all with me.
What's it like being here with Nolan and Jonah in particular?
Oh, it's awesome. Going through the minors with them, becoming good close friends with them, and they've been up here for a couple weeks now. So I think it's good for me to be able to ask them questions as well. They already know some of the ropes, and then, like I said, I'm close with them, so a little more comfortable asking them the questions. But I'll open up more as it goes on here. So
when they call up Nolan a couple weeks past, they call up Jonah. I mean, does any part of you wonder if it's going to happen for you this year?
To be honest, I'm just being where my feet are. I stood on my faith, and whenever it was God's time for me to be called up, that's when it was going to happen. Whether it was this year or next year, I mean, I didn't know, but I stood on my faith, and that's all I could do.
What's it like to be called up in the middle of the playoff chase?
Oh, it's awesome to be able to come up here and help the guys, and just really just go out there and compete and just try to win every single game.
What kind of questions have you asked Nolan and Jonah so far?
Today I asked what the attire was for going out and throwing. I asked him what time we're supposed to throw. And he said, get your work in before or after the relievers. I asked where the weight room was. Just kind of the little stuff. So yeah.
Very first day of school. Kind of
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you think it's going to be like to walk on the field tomorrow for the first time?
A lot of emotions. I talked to Nemo earlier, and he told me one thing. He was like, whether it's before your outing, during your outing, I want you to take 15 seconds and just look around and just soak it all in, because whenever your debut is done, you're going to realize, oh wow, it's already over. So he said he told me to do that, and it makes a lot of sense. He's been there before, and so definitely going to go out there tomorrow and just look around, find my family in the stands, and just soak it all in.
How many people are you going to have here?
Mom, dad, 2 sisters, both my grandmas, aunt, uncle, and then one of her 2 sons. The other one stayed at home because he is trying to have perfect attendance at school. He actually got it last year, so he stands by that.
Wow.
How old is he?
12.
You can't get him a note or something?
No, he did not want to come. You know what? Props to him.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, he stood his ground. So.
Where do you think you've made the biggest strides this season?
I would definitely say the second half, after the week off. Kind of just went back to the basics, back in college of, the phrase "let it eat," and a lot of people have, when I got here today, it's, hey, just go out there and let it eat. I'm like, how do you know about that? But really, that's the main phrase for me is letting it eat, and for me, that's just going out there and throwing every pitch I can as hard as I can. And that just helps me just kind of flush out the thought of results. But yeah, that's where I've made the biggest strides. It's really just getting back to who I am.
You've dominated now for a couple months. Just how curious are you to go out there and see how your stuff plays against major league hitters?
just go out there and keep doing what I've been doing, not results-wise, but mindset, just competing every single pitch, attacking, and let the rest take care of itself.
How much have you followed this team, what they're doing in terms of like the playoff picture? I know you have your own stuff to take care of in AAA, but how much do you follow that, knowing that there is a possibility that you could have been brought up in the middle of this?
Right. I try to. I'll go and look at the box scores or the rest of the game if it's still on after ours is over. But I know we're fighting for. I want to say the second National League wild card spot. But I know it's a big push right now. I mean that's baseball. I mean, whether it's start of the season, middle of the season, end of the season, it's hey, how many games can we keep winning? Can we keep this streak going? Just going out there and competing every single pitch, every single AB, just picking each other up.
Between you and McLean and Tong all here at the same time, does it feel like the Mets could be getting a glimpse at their future here?
I think so. There's a ton of talent up here, a ton of talent in the minors. Seeing what Nolan's done so far, it's incredible. Seeing Jonah's debut, that's incredible as well. There's other guys in AAA that are having really good success, and AA having great success. I think the Mets have a great farm system, and they do things right. So I think there's a bright future for us.
What do they do that's right?
I think the biggest thing is buying into the players and making sure that every player has what they need, baseball-wise, and also off the field. The mental side, and making sure that hey, you had a rough outing or a rough game, we're here for you. Any questions you need, ask us. There's no such thing as a dumb question. So I think the biggest thing is they know that that baseball is what we do. It's not who we are. So I think that they do that really well.